maintenance of the machine. Most important thing about the maintenance is going to be cleaning of the machine, cleaning specific areas of the machine, removing all the dust that you see on top of the bed. Every type of dust that stays on the bed, if you put a piece over the top of it, it's not going to hold the vacuum at all. So if you look at the book, we have the maintenance separated in 8 hours. So at the end of every shift, what you should be doing. At the end of every week, what you should be doing. Then fortnightly and monthly, every 100 hours, every 100 working hours of the machine. Machine is keeping the tabs on the hours, so you can always check that on the machine. Will come to that. So if we focus on what you should be doing every day.
Where's the hours on the machine?
The hours on the machine is going to be this key icon right here.
Okay.
If it has an exclamation point like this, it means maintenance has to be performed on something. So if we open that one and we scroll down, we can see generic maintenances. I open that one and I can see 40 hours counter, 80 hours counter, so it's 6 hours left of the 80 hours, and the 40 hours is already past, 34 hours past these 40 hours.
Okay.
So it's counting all those hours only when the machine is cutting something. So if the machine stays idle like this, it's not counting anything.
Yeah.
Only when the machine is actually cutting something. So if it says 80 hours have 40 hours have passed, so this is what we have to do. This is basically every day at the end of the shift. Some of these things are written here which you shouldn't be actually checking, because if those things are not working, you will know. You can't really check. So if we go, the first thing will say general cleaning of the machine, meaning blow the dust from everywhere you see. So it's basically blowing from the table, blowing everything from the head of the machine, blowing on these guides and racks. You don't want any dust sticking here. None of that. Also here in the behind, you can also see how much dust is there.
Yeah.
So all those things have to be cleaned, especially the rack. The guides have the bearings on them. The bearings are cleaning them as they are moving, but the rack doesn't have anything to clean it.
That's right here. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the general cleaning of the machine. Then you have inspection of the condition of the cams and their safety switches. If necessary, replace them. That is something that if it doesn't work, the machine will stop. So cams being, we have one on this side, and cams are on the other side of the machine. So cams being these small devices where we have a micro switch that's running onto them, that's basically telling this is the end of the machine movement. Before that, machine has its own limit in the software, so when the machine reaches a certain coordinate, it's going to stop there. If it doesn't stop on that coordinate, for whatever reason, it's going to move beyond that and it's going to touch the hardware limit switch. It should stop there. If it doesn't stop there, then we have this one to stop the machine completely from
So what needs cleaning is this whole area needs to be...
It's basically saying inspection of this one.
Okay.
Because over the time, when I say time, it means 6, 7, 8 years from micro switch actually touching this one, it's going to remove some of the material. And then there is a chance that the micro switch might over travel. So if you look at it, if you see that it started losing some of the material here on top, you just want to replace it.
Replace that. How do you replace that?
Bolt here takes out. Put new one exactly in the same position.
Yeah.
Those are the cams. And
there's multiple on each end?
On every axis has one of them. So this is the x-axis.
Okay.
You have one here. Then you have two on the other side. And then you also have this micro switch that's actually touching them.
Okay. On the other side of the machine.
That's one. Then you have two for the y-axis. And same thing for the z-axis. You also have them there inside.
Okay.
Like I said, you shouldn't be pay too much attention to them because they are. I've seen different machines that have worked for 10 years and they still stay.
Okay, so they stay a while.
Yeah. Then we have inspection of the condition of the table, gasket, suction cups, and the jigs. If necessary, replace them. Meaning, make sure that the spoil board doesn't have too much grooves, or if you have grooves like this, that's fine. If the groove is in the middle of the table, it's okay. If the groove is exiting the table, like it's cut outside of the table, that means that if you have the piece on top, the vacuum can actually escape through that one. That's when you want to fly cut the table again.
To give it a new clean surface.
When we say about the gasket being this one that is sitting in the channels below the spoil board. So once the spoil board is removed, you'll be able to see the gasket. If you see that it's squashed, you want to just grab the new one and replace it. Basically taking out
that area.
Putting the new one in that area.
Or do you have to replace the whole thing each
No,
time?
just that area.
Just that area.
You can even cut it. Just
okay, cut whatever you need. If you splice it, do you have to silicone or anything, or just together?
Put them together. You will know that something is wrong with the gasket once you start the vacuum on the machine. Once you start the program and you activate the vacuum on the pedal, you can hear the actual vacuum seeping through the edges. If the gasket is not doing its job, you will be able to hear the vacuum actually coming out. That's when we take out the spoil board then.
Okay.
Most of the times gasket will stay okay, unless when we are changing the spoil board, we put the new one and then maybe slide it. That's gonna roll the gasket and open it.
Yep.
Then inspection of the condition of the curtain guards, if necessary, replace them. Curtain guards being these.
Okay.
They have only one job, going up and down. If you see them, what's probably going to happen is that they have two pistons. So if one of them, if one side is lifting up and the other one doesn't, that means something is wrong with them. So that's, again, you can't really inspect it. Once it happens, if it happens, you will see that it's coming crooked. The reason can be many things. So if you see that, either call the technician or try to figure out yourself.
So we'll know when they're not even across there.
Not even even if they are off by a little bit, the curtain guard won't be able to go up.
Okay.
It will just go completely crooked. And also it says check the actual rubber on them if it's damaged in any place.
Okay.
Then we have inspection of the electro spindle tool locking. You don't have to inspect it because when you run the program, when the machine goes to grab another tool, if it doesn't grab the tool, it means something is wrong with this. You don't have to really go there and inspect it by yourself.
Okay.
Again, if something is wrong, again we need a technician to see what's happening with it. Checking and cleaning the collet spindles, checking and cleaning the electro spindle. Right, collet spindles. Let me move the machine away a little bit. Collets being these. You see how dirty inside they are?
Yeah.
So they have to be clean.
How do you clean them?
You can either blow out everything from the inside and then, or WD-40 is fine, but even blowing out, what is important is that this edge to the inside, see how much dust I picked up just from the inside edge. That's where you want to clean it. So then you can just grab the dry rag, put it inside and just go around in a circle.
Okay.
That's the part that has to be clean because that's where the locking mechanism is coming. If it has some dust inside, build it up, and the machine tries to lock the tool, it can't expand enough, and it will tell your machine that it's not locked properly. So if they're just
Just a
keep-
rag will do it.
Yeah, just keep them clean. Right. Your pump is a Becker pump. Let's see. Yeah. Your pump is a Becker pump. So what we have? Basically, it says cleaning the cooling ducts. You can just grab the air gun and just blow some air into the cooling duct, which is this one, left one, where you have the mark for the cooling.
Okay, so it's the two on the left.
Yeah.
So just blow it through
You
here.
can just blow it, yeah, through there. I don't see any filters there, except for these, but you will have some difficulties there. I'll show you on this one. Something that you should be doing also, preferably daily if you can. Hopefully they're not too tight. Yep, they are. We have something like a wide grip that we can use.
So basically, we want to pull the cover off, and do we blow that filter out with air, or?
Blow the filter out with the air, and then we have some greasing points also, where we
Okay.
have to grease the machine. If you're doing this for the first time, since you got the machine, then they will be tight like this.
But afterwards, finger tight is good.
Yep. Has a rubber gasket inside there.
Yeah.
Hold it. Yeah, it's still tight.
First time.
Yep. We need something. Pause maybe. So the filter, just take it out by the hand, blow it out from the inside, from the outside, make sure it's clean. Then you have two greasing points on the machine, where on the vacuum pump, where you need to pump the grease, which I hope we have right there.
Okay.
We can pump it right now. Just one pump is going to be just enough.
Oh, it's inside. Pain in the ass that is. How's all hoopla? Yes, another one. Okay.
So by pumping in inside like this, two pumps are enough. So I'm gonna do one, two, same thing here. One, two.
And how often is this?
This is gonna be every 1,000 working hours of the machine.
1,000 working hours. Okay.
It's gonna be calculated in
Yeah.
putting back the caps. Grease. This is the place for the grease.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
But I always tend not to keep them there because it's hot there. So it's going to liquidate this grease. I always like to keep them somewhere.
Okay.
Away.
It gets too hot and then it leaks out.
Yep.
Okay.
Putting back the filter, you just slide it inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Putting back the cover. Tight it again.
So every 1,000 hours, it'll tell us we need to check both of these
Yes.
and give them some grease.
That's for the grease. The filter you should be doing depending on the work you do, but you could do it either daily at the end of the day, or you can do it weekly depending on how much you are working on the
Okay.
machine.
So much more often. Okay.